Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. Whatever happens to you, the background, the essence is always here. So that search to know if there is something else or than this apparent world, that search has to disappear. It's the only problem. Of course, how it can disappear? Knowing this. What I am in reality is not personal, is not subject to time, so it's always here. And so knowing that whatever is played or whatever is expressed in terms of finding or searching, it is just the way the creation works. It cannot work differently because it works in time, in movements. So it doesn't know what is not touched by that. So it's never the mind which will find out. It's the mind, it cannot even be quietened if it can surrender. I would say that quietening the mind is not surrendering. Surrendering is to see your own limits, to see your nature, which is unsubstantial. I speak about the mind. To see that it can never help or reach where he wants to know or realize. Any efforts in the mind towards that will fail. So that's why it's so important to hear. Give a moment without the mind. Give a moment without a thought to yourself. And what's here is always here, and you don't know what it is with your mind. You just know that you are that. As essence. What do you say?
Good morning, Ganga. The background. You speak often about the background.
Yeah.
What's the background?
I just tell I don't know. Of course, anything which is uttered can be questioned. Is there, we speak of background, but is there any background? It's another invention, another concept, and all that. Okay, it was the golden carrot of the search. Otherwise, where, where to direct your search if you are searching something else than what the world presents? So the carrot is, the golden carrot is enlightenment. You can liberate yourself from the temporary, ephemeral identification when you realize yourself, background. Now there is a truth in it, in the sense that obviously something else can be lived, which is called, when it is happening, oh, I am that. Oh, I am that. And that is not referred to this and that. There is no separation, there is no this and that. There is no two. When suddenly you may say, I am that. And afterwards, when you speak, when you try to tell, there is, as much as there is this world, there is something which looks like to be. It looks like we don't know, we have no vocabulary for it. So to be, or the essence, are words which may apply here. There is also that is not seen or grasped by the mind. But you experience that. So there is no doubt, there is something, for a few at least. Everybody can experience that. But which makes you tell what I say in Satsang, after all. And as I say, it's a bit useless in life, because life belongs to the body and mind and feelings, makes the life personal, and with all these things. That is the expression of what you are, and that is unique and different for everyone. So that happening, which is a non-happening for once, but that you may not even need to believe in it. There is something. There is something. You can call any name, it will never approach what it is. So the name indicated here are ontological words like being, essence, not becoming, appearance. Yeah, and I wanted to say, okay, it may not be useful in your life, yet there is one effect. You don't search anymore the impossible and utopias. You don't search to fulfill beliefs and all that. What a relief. That's a big liberation. Now, even if this is taken by a few as still beliefs, I don't care anymore. So, they may be true, they may be not. I may be true, I may be not. You know what counts? Is to be at peace in the end. Whatever means makes you at peace. But I know for me this was the way. Voila. Uh, and that's what I can transmit. I mean, transmit surely not, but indicate the best. But of course, everybody will tell probably something different. About something different, for example, as far as I can know, some text, very old chant text or Advaitic text, Gaudapada and Ramana and Master, they indicate also that. They indicate that. No, you can, of course, question everybody. But will you be at peace? Because which kind of answer you will have? I don't think there is so much possibility of answering that search. Because it's not about an answer which will quieten you down, as I said in the beginning. It's about not having seen that the mind rises and as a span of life and disappears, so it's unsubstantial by nature. So to have seen that, that's why to offer yourself a moment of absolutely not possibility of grasping, so not even being somebody ungrasping. I don't remember what I wanted to say. You do whatever you like with what I say. Yeah, is important. Is essential. I really don't believe in answers. I really see that even Nisargadatta said it in a beautiful sentence, prior to consciousness. What does it mean? Prior to any rise. That's the way, which is no way because it's already here. It's just the mind. We go a step too much, you see. You go in the mind and the mind tries to figure it out and so on. And that makes the search and the utopias of finding too.
And utopias of answers.
Yeah, absolutely. And that you may see by yourself, oh, I changed my answer, I'm no more satisfied with that answer. Or you have to make so much efforts and lies to yourself to try to maintain what is no more there actually alive. You have to go to your memory. So it's like a dead corpse. That's why I remember I was in Hardwar with a few of my friends, with Papaji, and I had to go to the West. So I sat in front and very seriously, very committed, I tell him, I will ask you now my ultimate question. He just laughed. Of course, at that time, I had an experience of that. I didn't understand anything anyway. But he was right. There will be never an ultimate answer to the ultimate question. Infinite journey. If you go in this journey, it's an infinite journey. That's sure. Time. And then this infinite journey, if you don't finish your thing this life, then it invents another life and other incarnations. Imagine all the heavy beliefs you carry, not only your life, but lineage of incarnations. I mean, I don't say that in this apparent world things don't work in a certain way, but in Satsang we speak of the essence. So for the essence, it erases all beliefs. All beliefs. So it's your choice. Or you speak from the essence, or you speak from the apparent world, from the forms and names. It's up to you. It's according to circumstances also, probably. But know what you do. Don't make confusions. As if any incarnation would be so ultimate and fulfilling and so serious and worth to be liberated, to cut off all this line of myriads of incarnations. No, this will continue. Time is infinite, but essence is not touched by what it produces. So I speak from the essence, and that gives peace, not from somewhere else. So it depends on what you want to search. If you want to explore this manifestation, there is a lot to explore. Very interesting also, of course. There is no judgments here. It's just, but it's a different search. If you want to search, but who am I in fact? What do the wise speak about? Then the language is totally even opposite. It's different. They ask you, what's your face before birth? If you are in the mind. And it is a very amazing insight. So, depends, you see, what do you want?
Hey, Ganga.
Hi.
Yeah, I don't even know how to. What I can see is that it's like I know.
Yeah.
Because I have listened.
Because
I listen,
yeah.
and that takes away a lot of confusion, but I cannot shake off this this wish or belief that at some point there will be a moment where I can say, oh, I was all the time looking from there, and it's like I can see, okay, I'm watching everything, I know everything in my mind, I see it from the mind, and I'm aware that this will not show me the real. But it's...
Yeah, but you see, I will listen more, but when you say show, you will never see. You see, to keep quiet in the fact that just to be. It will not be true seeing. You know it, but still, it will not be true figuring it out suddenly. It will not, because even in the experience of that moment, let's say, suddenly you say, oh, okay, I say what I said, but it can be different. Oh, I was in my mind and all those things.
Exactly.
It's not even that. It's the mind which translates its surprise in some ways. Some people say, ah, and some say, oh, I'm finally free, and this and that. The danger is to believe that that will be like this in your mind all the time. It will not. It's still the mind speaking of something which was always there. That is the surprise, let's say. But you cannot see it's always there, otherwise you make it a something. You are arid. Maybe what is removed is the power of the mind to try to figure it out.
Yeah, I think why I'm speaking now is because what you said in the beginning about this, you used the word surrender in this context, but it brings such a frustration in me, because I feel like how is that possible when I'm still not, it seems like I'm not it's like I know it but I don't know it.
You know, it will not be seen necessarily in your mind. So, except that the search will not trouble you, and now it troubles you.
Yeah.
Yep. But you see, when your mind troubles you like this, why do you listen? You have not understood that you have not to listen to the mind? Do you think that the mind will be at some point in such a good space, in such a good moment that...
No, I don't believe that.
No? Okay.
No.
Then why do you believe your mind, in your mind?
Well, it looks like there is still some idea that through my mind I will have this experience that I'm not only this person, and maybe I'm waiting for that kind of, or
then maybe that is a trouble.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Never wait. It's just here, you see. Never wait. Waiting will be a result in the mind, in time. Forget about it. Don't listen to your mind in this affair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I must tell you, it happens when you waited for years and then suddenly you don't wait anymore. But don't wait for that. I mean, so whatever is expressed will make it wrong. That is a problem. You know, it's like a little incident happened this morning. I was in the car, and suddenly a car bombed the car I was in. And you are really... An accident is so quick. It happens so quick that you are never ready in your mind for anything. So like that, you see. You are never ready in the mind. Never. So don't trust that your mind will help you in anything here. Even, you see, at that moment, it was so quick. The result was nothing, but it could have been, for example, that the mind is taken by surprise. It's so quick. So all your knowledge acquired doesn't work. It's too quick. Like that. I don't know if I am understood, but I mean, the mind will never be in good shape for that. We cannot be a good student in a way. In a way, it's wonderful. It's painful for the student to hear that, but it's wonderful also because is what he wants to really realize. He's already that, you see. In fact, he has not to, he cannot make an effort for that. For example, if you don't listen to your mind, would you ask me this question?
No.
No.
But now what comes is, do I even not listen? Like, because it's, I can...
It's a doubt.
Yeah, it's a doubt.
So why you listen?
Yeah.
It happened to me. When Papaji left the body, I had a tremendous doubt. I mean, really the doubt of my life, I think. Did I ever hear what he said? And happily I saw, but it's just a thought. Why should I go there? So you have to really hear. Don't trust your mind. Don't believe what your mind tells you about this. Because you see, even to me it happened in my mind that I compare myself with Ramana and all that. Say, oh my God, I'm far away from all that and all those things. So the mind will always find your weak point through comparisons. It's terrible. It's so really you have not to touch your mind here. Otherwise you will have an endless search. Endless search. Because the mind has forged ideals, you see. Ideals to reach.
Hello. When you are answering the first question, there is something that it popped up on me, that I observe my belief system regarding reincarnation. So is it that it will ever, the body-mind, stop reincarnating, or is part of the process that it will always keep reincarnating no matter what? Is it actually moksha from the body-mind?
Is moksha is liberation from beliefs. Even if something reincarnates and all that, you have seen, I'm not a reincarnation, so who cares? Liberation from beliefs that whatever you believe in is real. It's just a movie. The movie can go on, then what? But I'm freed from the belief. I am only an incarnation. This is the thing. You speak of incarnations, there are myriads of reincarnations. Sure, of course. But in Satsang we speak about what? About the essence. From where incarnation rise and fall. Once you know this, then you know the relativity of all beliefs. The relativity, how relative it is of all the beliefs. You see, and that's of a great liberation, of course.
It gives me a certain hope, the idea that the movie will stop eventually. But I'm not sure if it's a golden carrot. That eventually there is not going to be more movies, that is.
It's not because an individual suddenly liberates himself from beliefs that he is an incarnation only, that the incarnations that this movie goes. It goes on infinitely if you look at it, and at the moment you don't look at it, it never existed. It's as simple as that. Yeah. But it's very important also to realize the second part I said, that if you don't look at it, nothing exists. So, because that removes the so-called reality of the search in the movie.
Hi Ganga, maybe this is not really a satsang question, but what is it that reincarnates?
Beliefs. I guess. Beliefs.
Because I've heard different. I feel like I've heard different things.
Tell me, I would like
No.
to hear. No, tell me. It's interesting.
Like is the personality? Does it continue the personality or part of the personality, or is it just
But that's
nothing that reincarnates?
That is a side question. No, if you believe I am reincarnated, and this is what I am, then you are in the processes and the movement of the time, which is infinite, as I say. And what does it mean? It means it includes birth and death constantly. Now, what is liberation? It is to see I am not only an incarnation. In fact, what I am is not personal. It's a background of all this movie. So that the movie continues with thousands of reincarnations, and that you are in it or not, who cares at that time? It's no more your question. That's what I say, you see. If you have, okay, you search, and then you want to liberate it yourself, and then you hear you have to, the day you are more pure in the sense of you have less desires, less an attachment, and this and that, work on your incarnation so that it becomes a transparent, a perfect incarnation. Did you ever meet a perfect incarnation? I didn't. I didn't. Incarnation means good and bad, and that remains in the apparent world. So, stop to clean and believe, oh, when I will be more meditating, then I am more in this and that. You can do if you have a better life like this. But if you want to free yourself, you have to understand the mechanism. You have to understand, am I busy with my mind and all the belief in it? Or I want to keep quiet finally. I want to really keep quiet finally to know what it is. And then I hear, give yourself a split second of no mind. Okay? Look, this incarnation continues, then what?
I feel like something is trying to in me to escape or run away from.
The mind will try, yes.
Yeah.
Don't work on that. Let him try to escape. He does it or not. Are you the mind? This is the question.
No.
Then.
Actually, yeah.
You see how deep the beliefs are. The mind has to change. The mind has to be different. No, he will not. Oops, sorry. He will not.
I want you to destroy a belief or about God.
Shall I destroy your belief of God? But are you happy with God?
Yes.
Then I will not destroy it. Why should I destroy? Who is God for you?
I just feel like there is a presence that's like more than me.
Yeah, it is more than your incarnation.
And that it's always here, and it's...
Yes, and that's what you are. You can call it God if you like. That's what you are, yeah. You don't need to search now. You are it. Fundamentally, you are it. What you describe. But then for that to be at peace, not to be an imaginary God who punishes you or not, know that you are it. That is your essence. And from there, this incarnation came. So don't place yourself as an incarnation believing in something more, because then you have to obey God and all this thing. You are. First, you are it. We don't need to call it God. You can call it God. The rest comes afterwards. And the rest comes from here. So it is the creation of that. Who are you to want this or that? Tell me.
It's just... there's a feeling that... No. Wait. That God is like... more than me in the way that it's not me or something, that it's creating all of this, but that I'm just like this is the thing that doesn't feel right, that it's like that it's separate.
Yeah, but that's why I say that's who you are. Don't make a God somewhere else. Your description is fitting the description of what I am, not as a person. It's what you are, that's your background. And from there, I appear. But then you have not to do anything. You are the expression of that, of what is. Because now you do like that, you see, I am born, I'm a creature, and I have an experience of God. So there are three things. I, the creature, and not only a creature, but a creature of God. So it's like complicated. So what could it be if it is complicated?
The mind.
A reading of the mind, an interpretation of the mind. So make it more than simple. You have not to make it, just be willing to hear. The God I believe in, the God I experience, that's what I am, not as a person. I am that. And from there, I appear. The world appears. What is complicated?
Nothing.
Ah.
I just feel a lot of love in my heart.
Lucky you.
Yeah, it will pass, but it's nice.
Lucky you. So tell me, who is God?
If I try to tell, then I feel like I'm going into the mind.
Okay. Then keep quiet.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey.
All is seen. And when you ask who is God,
Mm.
for me it's like not exist,
Mm.
because there is not something apart.
Mm.
So for me it's freedom to that God doesn't exist for me. Like Thank you.
Very good. I mean, you know, she was speaking of God without the concept because she cannot say. You speak of God as a concept, so you are both right. Very nice.
Thanks to you.
Thanks to God.
So still nice to thanks even if he doesn't exist or she or it.
Sure, sure. That is the real meaning of Guru Purnima, who is coming soon. No? It's this thank. You can't help to be grateful. So, as I already said, it can be expressed in this manifestation as a lovely celebration of joy and liberation. No? It's just spontaneous, yeah, to thank. And I tell you, I'm thanking not because of something in the past. I'm really thanking that it's alive.
Thank you.
the aliveness of what is, of the essence, it's not in the mind. Yeah.
But there is a body experience also.
Sure.
And I feel a tension in my body, I feel pain in my body.
Sure.
And that's for me like a physical reality also.
It is. I agree.
Okay.
Yes. It's the reality of this system, you see. And that's why it has not been questioned, because it has its reality in the apparent world. Now, when one speaks of the essence, it's to know from where this world came from. But sure, in this world, a lot happens. Here or here or here.
So is it about switching between the realities, or is it to keep them at the same time?
You know, first I think you negate this reality to be able to be freed for a split second. And then you will see there is not two realities. It's strange to understand, but it's like that. You cannot understand that before. It's impossible. It's just that, of course, that's why I don't like the word illusion. You see, the illusion is good to negate. It helps to negate. It's a way of teaching to give you, to eventually uncatch what you believe. But once it's done, that's why you see, Papaji, Ramana said to Papaji, live your life. He didn't tell, you know, this life is an illusion, don't go and help your family which is in trouble in the north, etc. Live your life. And what does it mean? If you have pain, surely you have pain, what to do, and you try to do the best for that, and so on. Live your life, but don't confuse. That's all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming back to Guru Purnima,
Okay.
you know, from what you said, then Guru Purnima is not really the day where you are celebrating your master, or you know, because I think having a master, and there is a disciple to have a master, you are still in kind of a concept.
Absolutely.
But
I agree.
When I see it and I don't have any separation, then Guru Purnima is just a celebration of oneself.
But that's why there is no obligation to go to the celebration of Guru Purnima. Really.
Yeah, one can celebrate oneself.
It is every now anyway.
Yeah.
It's really the freedom of everyone. Yeah. I didn't celebrate Guru Purnima every year because of that, you see, not because of irrespect, because of that. But yeah, sometimes I also like in this manifestation to have some celebration, but I understand you. And at the same time, you see, there is a wave of seekers who just discard gurus. And it's okay if they can make it by themselves, of course, but very often we still need a guru to hear. There is no students and no master. So in that way, when you are a beginner in the path, it's not bad to show that there is something essential here. There is something important here. Don't think it's simply like that. You see?
Oh
So,
yeah, I understand, and
yeah.
you know, I have, of course, I'm thankful
Yeah.
for every master I met.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. But after a while, also it seems like,
For you,
for me,
no obligation.
I have to let go of all this because
No
also of the
obligation.
master.
No obligation. You understood there is no student, no master.
Yeah.
So honor that. That is the best to do.
Good.
You see, somebody asked Ramana, even Papaji, how can I thank you? How can I thank you? Said, just be. Just be yourself. That's the only way to thank me. Sure.
Morning, Ganga.
Good morning.
It's not really a question, but I wish to express it. Being brought up as a religious someone, I felt like some sort of uptightness when it became like God, whether he's there or he's not there. And simultaneously, I also see that if I follow any of these movements, the uptightness, or I just make a God out of my mind, which says it's right or wrong, or this. But still, I wanted to express it because
as there is in this universe the infinite, how you call it, big, there is the infinite small, the mind can conceive anything except its origin.
yeah, that's the. And also want to thank because you've made me aware that's the big paradox. I felt that something is bigger than myself, but if I follow expression, that's something conceivable. So, what I am, yeah.
Where there is a bigger, there is a smaller. We are in the duality. Sure. Yeah.
I'd like to refer to the communication just before about Guru Purnima and about celebrating the facing of the manifestation of an external master and even the internal master. And I'd like to, yeah, see it from the other side. I guess that as a master, it is not about expecting gratitude, because gratitude is beyond of what is expressed. So when there is a master together with the disciples, it is very nice that the disciples express gratitude, but it is self-evident. It is nothing actually would be necessarily expressed. It's nice to be expressed, and that is actually what I appreciate very much, so being with you, because there are many different masters, they deal differently with this, and I love this easiness. It is such a liberation. Because, I mean, receiving gratitude and expressing gratitude,
we understood,
it's not a different thing. It is
we
one.
Understood.
And
it
I want to take this opportunity to really express gratitude without necessity to express gratitude. Yeah, thank you, Ganga.
It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, in the world of opinions, everybody will have different opinions, but it's all okay. It's really, as I said, no obligation. Just follow what is for you. So, that's it. That's it. Thank you very much.